Right then, everyone, I do believe we're live. Let me know if that Christmas music in the background, if it's too loud or not. Did try to do it another way through my laptop, but it turned out the audio just got mushed together and it sounded awful. So I'll give you a moment just to let you hear the noise in the background. So just tell me if this Christmas music isn't too loud for you. It's only meant to be background music, so I think it should be okay. But indeed, welcome everyone to today's very special live stream. I do hope you are all doing well this afternoon, and thank you very much for joining me for this year's Christmas special. We're going live between 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock today, so we've got 2 hours to fill. We've got lots and lots of activities to do. I've got festive games and activities to play at 20-minute intervals, along with a couple of notices, thank yous, and messages for what's to come for the end of this year. Not very much for the end of this year, obviously, because this is a Christmas special. And I've also got to tell you what I'm going to be doing apart from YouTube at the end of this year. So there's going to be a couple of things going on for the layout that's quite important that might have changed by next year, or I might have forgot to mention. And of course, I will be revealing a couple of teasers for videos that are coming next year also. Going back to activities, we will be doing them at regular intervals, 20 minutes apart, so we've got loads and loads and loads of stuff to do today. Crikey. Thought somebody were ringing me. I realised it's my Christmas music's changed track. But just before we kick off the annual Christmas special, just note that there will be no requests today due to the types of trains I am going to run and what will be in them. So as you can see over here, I've got headboards on the 2 trains, which I can't really be swapping over if people want requests. And I can't really be faffing about with these present wagons and chucking them in different orders if people want requests. Simply just because of that, we aren't going to have any requests today. Turn that Christmas music down a bit. We aren't going to have any requests today, but I will try to make sure that a nice and varied selection of locos, steam engines, diesel locos, rolling stock, freight wagons, coaches, etc., etc. I will make sure that lots of people's, favourite things are run. But I'm not going to take any requests today during today's very special live stream, just for that reason I've mentioned. So I'll try and make sure things have, lots of different things are run. So I'll try and run, people who come on my streams usually like to see something weird. So I'll try and put something a bit weird on. Somebody who comes on quite like seeing, 08 with my container wagon. So I'll try and make sure they come on as well. So I'll just provide a varied selection of stuff that's coming on. Anyway, do let me know if audio and video is all okay. Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. And of course, can you see all this stuff on the layout? So we've got station camera there. We've got camera 2 over here. Bonjour. And then we've got camera 3, which is on all days, on all days I didn't need something to mess up. Camera 3 has gone and done that. So camera 3 is a bit weird because, it can go for months and months and months and weeks and weeks and weeks without having any problems. But on specific, on specific times, it can have this weird purple tinge, which I think is something to do with the light sensor. Something's wrong with the light sensor in it, I read a while ago. So we are just going to have to put up with that today. And if it gets a bit annoying, then I will just get rid of it. But, it's like we're at a party, which is effectively what we are here. We are here for a Christmas party to end the end of the year. So don't know what's wrong there, but we shall just have to put up with it. But anyway, without further ado, I will roll the intro to kick off this year's annual Christmas special. Enjoy the stream, everyone. Right then, we're back, and I won't waste any time. I will get the trains going before I ramble. I normally have a tendency to start talking and not running any trains. Do let me know at any point if the Christmas music gets too loud. You should just be able to hear it in the background if I give you a second. It is just meant as a bit of background music while I'm talking, not necessarily while the trains are running, because that's just noise on top of noise. So I will put while the trains are running. It's only sort of a background filler music while I'm talking, just to give it a bit more Christmas atmosphere. But I shall get the trains running. Yes, so I'll say hello to people who are in the stream. Farming Fans Trains, thank you very much for joining the stream. You're enjoying it. It's nice to see you here. Evan Terry, thank you very much for joining. Very good to see you here. That one much shorter. Yes, the long intro, as you put there, that's the joining video. So I'll go live a bit early, or a minute late, as I was in this case, because I was trying to set up. So I go a minute early. So I've got, instead of starting the stream straight away and people, not having chance to get into the stream, I have a 2.5 minute intro of just trains, so people have chance to join the stream before the actual stream starts, if you know what I mean. That intro is actually just my video intro. It's only 11 seconds long, so I just use that to break up the start a little bit while I do all my usual announcements and stuff like that. Scooby, thank you very much for joining. Nice to see you here again. Perfect timing. Is that you joining the stream, I presume? I presume it is. Evan Terry is back. Yeah, I haven't seen you. Haven't been in for ages, Evan, have you? You've had problems with Google accounts and stuff. Farming fans, you love the 08. Thank you very much. I'll try and get that pulling lots of varied stuff today. When I tried my Christmas special 2 weeks ago, it went completely wrong. I had one viewer only 40 minutes in. At some points I had none, and it didn't go very well. But I'm very glad to see that 4 people have joined us only 8 minutes in. So that's much better than last week. In fact, it's infinitely better than 2 weeks ago. So I'm very glad that you've all managed to turn up today. It's probably my fault for doing it on a Saturday and not making it clear enough. I've got the 08 just running there. These coal wagons we will be using later, which is why I've put them there. So that's the 08 with the present train. I haven't put a headboard on that one, or I haven't bought a headboard for that one, because I only had 2 running line. Well, I had 1 running line and 1 siding at this point last year when I did a Christmas running session. So I didn't really want to buy another, and I thought freight trains, even though they are important, don't really deserve a headboard. But anyway, on the middle line, we have the 9F pulling the Christmas cracker. That is what her headboard says. Well, it just says Christmas cracker. But 9F is pulling her train. I have to have it going quite fast to get that Pullman coach to light up. It's a bit funny, is this middle controller. Well, there we go. There is the Christmas cracker. The Christmas cracker and the present train have gone. And on the outside line, we have Tornado with her Santa special. And again, more of my modified Pullman coaches. So off we go, the Christmas cracker. Off we go, Santa special. And off we go, presents for the children. And we'll be delivering coal for people's fires later. So nice selection of stuff today. I did have lots of problems with these Pullman coaches. The 2 that Tornado's pulling there, so as it comes into the station. The 2 that Hornby's, that the Tornado's pulling there, the one at the front, one at the back, they've been fine right from me converting them. But the one on the 9F, which is just coming up here, oh, you can't actually see that. I'll put all 3 cameras on. The one that's on the 9F, just coming round now. That one was really flickery the other week, and I was going to fix it today before the stream, but when I came to actually test it, it wasn't flickering anymore, so I'm not sure what were wrong there, whether it was just I don't know, maybe it was just a cold day and the metal had contracted and come away from the wheel or what. But it's working now, so it doesn't matter. Farming Fans Trains has just come back from train spotting. He has seen a 57XX pannier tank, probably. Are they a pannier tank, or am I completely... No, it is a pannier tank. It's not me being stupid. Yeah, it is a pannier tank. And you've seen a Class 32. I haven't heard of a Class 32. I shall have a Google. Oh, I thought you meant diesel locomotive. It's a steam locomotive. Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway. Interesting engine, is that? I've never heard of that one before, so I've learned something already. As I say, this camera is a bit weird, but I'm just going to leave it because it's sort of a bit like we're at a rave. I know we're not at a rave, but we're having a bit of a party, so... You know... Doesn't hurt just to leave it there. Otherwise, we'd only have 2 cameras. And the essence of the stream is still there. You know, the essence of that camera, it doesn't really matter. I've got a long list of stuff to talk about today, and I've got a very special surprise engine to reveal later. So, first on my agenda is pretty much obviously, well, sorry, I've got a bit of a cold. Hence why I've got hot chocolate and 2 jumpers on, because it feels so good this morning, but I'm all right now. I'm into the swing of doing the stream. So the first thing, when I read it, you're going to say you've already said that, but it's on my list, so I might as well say it anyway. So first thing you'll notice is obviously the Christmas trains are out. As I've already mentioned, the wagons in this train with the 08, they're obviously in there. I made them 1 year ago, so when I did my Christmas stream last year, what I did was I wrapped Lego bricks of various sizes, so, 3x2, 2x2 and 4x2 Lego bricks. I wrapped them in various Christmas wrapping paper to make it look like it was delivering presents. So I'm quite happy with that. So they're obviously out there loaded into the wagons. Christmas headboards, as I've already mentioned, 9F just going around there with the Christmas cracker. Tornado just about to come over here with the Santa special. So they're on. If you're wondering how I actually attach the headboards, you'll probably just see it here on the 9F. If you're wondering how I attach the headboards, I simply just use blue tack. Doesn't stick to the engines, where it sticks just enough to the headboard and just like pushes onto the engine enough just to hold it in place. You don't have to use the right lot, and if any sticks on the engine, then all you have to do is remove it with your fingernail or rub a bit of blue tack over the stuck on bit and it's fine. But blue tack for sticking headboards on works fine for me. The coal train, which is over here, not Cal train, as I'll put in the chat now. Not what I've just put in the chat. Coal train. It should be this. Whoa, I've activated caps lock. Coal train. Not Cal train. I don't know how well you can hear it over the microphone, but coal train, not Cal train, as in the American stuff. So the coal train is over here. Obviously, as I've done with the Christmas presents, I'm doing a bit of role play, I guess, but not really, as in I'm pretending that we're delivering the Christmas presents to all the children, or Santa's in the 08. Maybe that's why the 08's ever did 15, because Santa ate too many mince pies and can't squeeze through the door and it's weighing it down. Maybe that's why the 08's only ever did 15 in real life. But we have got the coal train, as in, back in, when steam locomotives were a thing, or when they were very much first a thing, not in the later sort of 1950s, 60s, 70s years, when they were very much still the only way of getting easy transport. People had coal fires to heat the house. People had, bathtubs in front of fireplaces to heat them up. That's how people heated the house. So I've got a coal train there with a brake van on the end of that one, just to, sort of pretend that we're delivering coal for people's fires. And obviously, with the Christmas headboards comes the passenger rail tours. Pretty obvious, really. Obviously, passenger rail tours always pretty much have headboards on, so got the headboards and brought out the Christmas passenger rail tours. I was just finishing what I was saying, Jaden. I didn't want to interrupt myself and forget what I was going to say. Very nice to see you here, Jaden. As you said in the chat earlier, you didn't think you'd be able to make it, but you have, so that's absolutely brilliant. You're done and you're free now. That's great news. It's always nice to have you on. Thank you for being a moderator as well. I do appreciate that. Although we don't need it, I just feel like we should have them just for the sake of saying I've got moderators and I'm doing it properly. So thank you very much, Jaden, for joining. Yep, I have noticed you. Very nice to see all of you. We've got 5 people. Infinitely better than infinitely better than 2 weeks ago. As I say, I did it on a Saturday, 2 weeks before Christmas, which is after doing the stream and nobody being in the stream. I thought, oh, why is nobody here? And then I realised, not only do I normally do it on a Sunday is normally a relaxing day, where Saturday is a getting up and doing things day. Certainly we're always busy on a Saturday. So, I thought it's 2 weeks before Christmas. People aren't going to want to leave it till last minute in case, there's lockdown or whatever. Don't demonetize me, please, YouTube, for saying that. But people will want to get it done well in advance. So I thought, a bit stupid of me to do it on a Saturday 2 weeks before Christmas. But I thought, a Wednesday, 3 days before Christmas, most people, if they're sensible, will have already done the Christmas shopping, which I guess people on this stream have because there's 5 people watching, so that's very good. And it's a Wednesday, and, you know, people aren't going to be doing very much. Parents might be at work, you might be at your grandma and granddad's, you know, you're not going to be doing very much. Unless you're decorating, and then you can also chuck it on in the background. So I should really, in future, keep that in mind and always do my streams a bit closer to Christmas. Doing my stream a bit later, though, does come with the consequence of my Christmas break will be extended, because obviously if my Christmas stream had gone well 2 weeks ago, I would have already been on Christmas break for 2 weeks ago. I wouldn't have made an announcement video for the stream. I wouldn't have been getting the stream ready. I wouldn't have made a YouTube short for the stream. I would have, you know, I'd have been on my break already. So I don't really want to get rid of my break. I have got to have a period of time off because I'm absolutely knackered at the end of the year after making YouTube videos. Although making YouTube videos is very rewarding. But it's going to go on till early February now, I think. It's a long time, but then you have had an extra video of me from me 2 weeks later than it should have been. Did you get my email? I got your test email. I don't know if there's been another email since then. I shall load my emails up. We do have the first Christmas activity coming up in less than a minute's time. So I will tell you what that is very shortly, once I've loaded the email up. Oh, yeah, I've got it now, mate. I'll have a quick read later. All right, I've got it. I've had a quick read. Right, in 20 seconds. 2, 3, 4. We have like 6 competitions, or 5 competitions, 6 activities to do today. Plenty to be doing. So, activity number 1 is a Christmas joke competition. Now, this is quite difficult. I'll put the banner on screen. So, our first Christmas activity, your challenge is to come up with a train and Christmas-themed joke. And the channel that comes up with the best one will receive a shout-out before our next activity. So your challenge is make a joke that involves something relating to Christmas and something relating to trains, not just locomotives in general, but it could be trains, railways, signal boxes, whatever. Now, I haven't given this a moment's thought, apart from when I thought, oh, that might be an interesting activity. So your challenge, and the channel who comes up with the best train and Christmas related joke. Remember, trains and Christmas must be featured in the same joke. It can be quite a long joke for the setup if you want, but that is your challenge. It's quite a difficult one, which is why I've done it first. So your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to make a Christmas and train-themed joke. Quite difficult. But you have 20 minutes. And do you have 20 minutes? Yes, you have 20 minutes until the next activity, so you've got plenty of time. So I shall leave the banner on, just to remind you. Indeed, mate, you can put your joke on. Put your joke on at any point. You know, it might help inspire other people. Yeah, put it on at any point. You can indeed. Kurt, thank you very much for joining us. Hope you're doing all right. Nice to see you here as well. Thank you very much indeed for joining. I'll just make sure all my phones are charging. Otherwise, I don't want one of them to conk out halfway through. Oh, wow, that one's charging quite fast, actually. Everything's on charge. I've had to literally take up all my sockets but one. Big technical demand is a Christmas stream. I'm not even, trying to make it sound better than it is. It's a lot of work. Farming Fans Trains has said, how does Santa get down the railway? I don't know. How does Santa get down the railway? I shall note all your jokes down so they don't disappear off the top of the screen in the live chat, and I'll pick the best one later. I'll scroll to the bottom of my thing. So, Farming Fans Trains is joke. So I'll note your joke down so I don't forget. So it's quite a difficult one, but hopefully it's fun. I like that one, Farming Fans Trains. That's nice. I shall add it to the list. On the main line, I've read your email. I'll send you one back later. On the main line, I'll note your joke down. I haven't read it. I just know you've got one. On the main line. Santa, a boy wants a train set for Christmas. Santa's elf, we don't have one. Send them a replacement bus service instead. I like that. That's a good one. I haven't even thought, as I say, I didn't want to spoil the cracking jokes I know you lot would be able to come up with. So, I didn't even think about it. That is a good one. Yeah, we'll say you can have a maximum of 2 jokes each to maximise your chances, maximise your thinking. So you can have 2 jokes each. So, yes, certainly. I love that joke. I'll have to note it down. Santa, a boy wants a train set for Christmas. I'm speaking words because I'm typing it out. Santa, a boy wants a train set for Christmas. Santa's elf, we don't have one. What was the last bit? Send them a replacement bus service instead. Love that. That's cracking. Joshua's Trains, thank you very much for joining. Nice to see you here. Especially since we've only recently found about each other's channels. It's nice to see you here. Unfortunately, I can't. I'm on StreamYard. I don't look at the comments on YouTube. I look at them on StreamYard, because if I'll run the stream on StreamYard and try and look at the comments on YouTube, then A, I can't show it up, and B, my computer's not powerful enough. So I have to type it out, because if I try and highlight it, then all it does is ends up showing it like that. Good jokes so far. Keep them coming in. Max of 2 each. So best joke, best Christmas and train theme joke gets a shout out at the end. Jaden's told us to brace ourselves. Okie doke. Oh wait, that was the joke. I thought you were telling to brace ourselves. I thought you were telling to brace ourselves for the joke. That was the joke. I like that one as well. The train, winter is coming, the trains are not. Brace yourselves. Winter is coming. The trains are not. You're very creative, Lou. I must hand it to you. All of you are very creative. Very, very creative of you lot. I couldn't have thought of anything that good. And it just goes to show, when I do a your requests and your requests only stream, you're much more creative than what I could come with. Maybe because I'm sensible. Although saying that, you should be around at my house sometimes. I like that, Scooby. Santa was delivering a sleigh load of tortoises to local children when it got stuck on a level crossing. Unfortunately, a trainload of terrapins crashed into it. It was turtle carnage. I like that. That's actually really good. Well, I can't be bothered typing that out, so I will try to go onto YouTube and copy paste it. So if the stream crashes, then just brace yourselves. I'll swap over the trains in a couple of minutes as well for his next activity. I'll make sure my computer's muted, which it is. That's good. I think somebody's, well, I think that's the leader at the moment, Scooby. That's definitely top notch at the moment. So between you and on the main line, I think you've just itched ahead. So can anyone match your joke? I'll show you OO Bill's page in a minute, Evan. I sent an email to Kurt as soon as I realised it was back. I literally went on YouTube and on my post section, because I always check on the post section, the community posts. 39 seconds ago, he posted a community post when I looked at it earlier. Hey, it's not completely crashed. Yes, so it will let me copy it. So I might as well leave. No, I'll close that. There we are. So I've got Scooby. I've got yours. Will it let me paste it? Yes, it will. Smashing. That's a very good joke. Right, I shall quickly show you OO Bills or double O Bill or whatever you want to call him. But I don't say double O gauge, I say OO. Or my grandma says 00 or 00 or 00 gauge. I know my grandma's watching on the telly downstairs because she came to visit us, so there you go, Grandma. You've been mentioned. Right, I shall search him. As you know, I've made a couple of announcements about OO Bill before. But I must say, that hot chocolate I'm drinking is blinking lovely. Right, I shall try and share my screen. Let's give this a whirl. Let me just make sure you can still see the trains. Yes, you can. Just give me a minute, Farming Fans trains. I'm just going to mention about double O Bill first. I'll stop the trains while I'm talking about it because I feel it's important. So I'll just bring everything to a stop, ready for the next lot. By the way, Kurt, in answer to your question earlier, no, I haven't done my mystery train reveal yet. Right, so double O Bill. I'll make sure this is working. Is it working? Yep, my mouse has appeared. Right, so double O Bill, OO Bill, whatever you want to call him. 0O Bill if you're my grandma. So a while ago, if you tried to search his name up here, then it wouldn't come up with anything. It would just come up with other people called Bill or had zeros or O's in the name or whatever. So yeah, a while ago, OO Bill, as you can see here, his last video, I'm sounding like somebody from East part of the world. Anyway, you see his last video was 5 months ago, so he hasn't made a video for, well, pretty much the best part of half a year. Or 6 months, if you want it like that. But you see, he hasn't made videos for a while. Now, about 3 months ago, I believe, none of his videos were shown at all. So you'd search up his channel, you'd see double O Bill or OO Bill or whatever you want to flip him well call him. And you'd see this, you'd see his subscriber count, but none of his videos would be there. His community posts, he had left his community posts up, but on his homepage, oh flipping heck, nothing was there. On his Buy Me a Coffee or his Buy Me a Beer page where you can donate money to him, there was no messages on there. You know, even Kurt, the model shed, which I believe he was trying to send something to OO Bill to fix up, you know, even Kurt, who would like tried to send stuff to him before, he hadn't had any response from him, and his channel page had just completely disappeared until I came back today. As I say, on my mobile, on my phone, mobile, I'm sounding like I'm 65 years old. On your phone, obviously, you've got that bit. You go to subscription, scroll across posts, and there you are. But a while ago, there was this message. And when I came to look at this on my phone, it was 39 seconds ago. So I was one of the first people to know about it. Unfortunately, I was doing a stream, so I thought I'd mention it. So, you know, people on other bits like this, look, you see, I don't even have to put newest first. People are very concerned. You know, I've made videos of, well, I haven't made videos. I've mentioned it in streams and videos before about Oh Bill. You know, Kurt, you're there. So, you know, it's, something's obviously not gone very well. So, sorry to hear that from Oh Bill. Such a great channel. But you see, if people are very concerned, here you go. Stuff got in the way, so obviously when people are vague like that, that suggests that something's not gone very well. So apologies, well, my apologies for whatever you've had to go through, Oh Bill. You're coming back in the new year, so that'll be good. Evan Terry, all my subscribers are on Oh Bill's page. But, you know, it'll be nice to see him back. I've certainly learned a lot watching his videos, you know, just general techniques for servicing that somebody like Oh Bill, who's had a train set for ages or since he were young, you know, he knows how to do it. Wonderful channel. Go check him out and go subscribe him. Before I get rid of this, I just want to see what this comment right down at the bottom was. This one. Oh, it might have been one day ago if Bill replied then. Is it going to load? No, it's not going to load. It's going to kick me off. I did get a nice Father's Day gift, though. Another slurp of zesty hot chocolate. Ow, that's my foot. Right, let's see if it's not going to kick me off this time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's put it 24 minutes ago, so there you go. We did it like 2 hours ago. So he's here and videos back up, new ones soon, hopefully. So I wonder why he privated all his videos. Maybe he was thought about sacking it YouTubing entirely and then just decided not to. But I don't know what he's done or what's happened to him. But if it's something bad, then sorry to you, O Bill. Hope everything's all right, and I'm looking forward to see videos from you. So I'll just catch up on the comments. Scooby O Bill is great news indeed. On the main line says double O gauge. Interesting. Did he get hacked or something? Yeah. No, I was saying yes to Kurt's comment, not did he get hacked. Certainly with Lima engines on mine. Double O Bill, O Bill. I keep saying double O Bill, and I say OO, but you know, he's done, you know, sanding the pips off the Lima's engines has helped me a lot as well. But yeah, so as you can see, everyone in my chat's very concerned and very, you know, worrying where he's gone and that. But if he's been busy, that's fine. If something's happened to him, like a family member's died or something, that's also fine. Well, it's not fine in the sense that, you know, his family member's died, but it's fine in the sense that it's a more than reasonable excuse to not do a stream. Not do a stream. Make any videos, you donut. One of my cameras clearly didn't like me during that. Let's swap it back over and let's get some more trains on. Where's my new loco, George? Kurt, that is coming up much, much later. At 1 hour in, so you've got 20 minutes until I reveal what it is. Have actually got it running now. Very nice. Okay, Farming Strands trains, what is your joke? I'd be more than interested to hear that. Good thing about blue tack, as I mentioned earlier on headboards, is that you can literally just peel it off and stick it on another train, which is what I shall be doing shortly. So let's turn them over. For a start, I'm going to move the 08 into the siding because I don't want the 08 on. In fact, I do want the 08 on, but we're going to do a little bit of shunting for a bit of variety. So we're going over here, flick the point, flick that point, and we're just going to stuff them in there. And we're going to get the coal train going. Yep, Farming Fans Trains, please go on with your comment. What? Why shouldn't you drive an ice steam train? There we are. Oh, I've made a bit of a boo-boo here, haven't I? The 08's at the wrong end of the train. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're not aiming for realism here anyway. Boom. We've crashed. We've not crashed. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'll just pluck the 08 off. It's probably easier to do that than dragging the wagons off by hand. I could have used my runaround loop. If I want on stream, I'd have used my runaround loop. But that's right on the 4th radius line. I haven't got time to be faffing around switching stuff. So here we go. Coal trains coupling up to the 08, and I'll just set the trains off going whenever they're ready. I won't wait for all of them at once. So there's the coal train. You can go. And I might actually leave this runaround loop open so we get to go into the station a bit just for a bit of variety. Because it would melt. Interesting. I'll note that down. Where is it? I can remember that one. I don't need to write that down. Right, so... Oh, Kurt's got his new controller on the way. Very nice. Right, what I'm going to chuck on this line? I think we are going to swap the 9F out. I would put my new train on that I'm going to be showing you, but that kind of spoils the surprise. What do I put it on with? I'll tell you what, let's chuck Scotsman on there. And I think we're going to go with an engine which you may have forgotten about. I didn't forget about it. I just thought something was wrong with it. Do you remember my German loco, the old Marklin one that my uncle gave me? The 03.10 from the Deutsche Bahn Railways, or DBR. Or, well, DB it now is because it's Deutsche Bahn, isn't it? But the old DBR, the German railways, the old German steam trains, I previously have not been using that engine because I thought something had shorted out. And then I realised the last time I'd actually run the German train was on this side in here, where... Oh, I think I've just whacked the tripod. And I've spilt presents everywhere. The children will not be happy. I guess their bus replacement, rail service might be a little bit broken by the time it gets it, kids. Let's set the camera up again. Oh, that's why, because it's hanging off its post. I've had it propped up on its adjuster, not actually on its feet. That's all. So I've actually had the camera resting on its little handle that you use it to spin it around with, and it's not been on properly. So it's been resting on that all this time, and it just rocked. So that's not very good. There, we're all right. So the last time I rang, this German engine here was on this siding, and this is the siding with the that control that has a thermal cutout problem, and I thought it was shorting, but I realised it was just sparking because the train couldn't supply enough current, and the controller kept cutting out, re-tripping in. So turns out they want a short on it after all. Is that a new Scotsman? Looks different. No, same Scotsman. I must say, I'm not sure how well the light-up coaches are going to perform, because obviously trying motors, they create a bit of electrical noise. They might, if it's put under a lot of strain. Let's just forget that I turned the controller the wrong way there. Hey, nothing did. Oh, it did zero. Let's just completely forget that I turned the controller the complete wrong way there. Nothing to see. Nothing to see at all. I'm going to have to pull it all the way back. I can't get to it. What was I saying? I was saying something and then I forgot. What was it? I can't remember. What was I saying? Same Flying Scotsman. Yeah, I think I'd finished. Same Flying Scotsman. Yep, farming fans, I've got your joke. So here's Flying Scotsman. Oh yeah, I was saying about, because trying motors, obviously they aren't a modern motor. What they can do is if they if going around a corner, it needs more energy to go around the corner because, you know, the wheels are moving, there's more resistance. It might draw more current for a couple of seconds and then, you know, drop down, which is why you might see the lights on the coaches flickering a bit more. So if you've got anything, you know, if you've got epilepsy or PSE, photosensitive epilepsy, then either look away now or turn your brightness down of your screen or whatever. But I don't think they should flicker too badly. Only as much as, you know, they would do normally. Anyway, Tornado's coming off now. And we're putting the DBO 3.10 on. However, I've forgotten one vital piece of equipment. I've not put the headboard on. We're going to swap the headboards around now. So the third line is the Santa Special instead of the fourth line. So what we're going to do is swap that over. Stick it on the front because it's blue tack and it's very easy to do so. Make it somewhat straight. And then 03.10 on the other side. Hopefully, well, this line I'm putting it on now has got a 5 amp controller on it, so should be more than enough beans. I'll tell you what, I can put the headboard on it now, actually. So we'll go around this side. And like a British Loco, unlike a British Loco, unless it's an A4 or a P2 that's very streamlined, it hasn't got like a ridge to rest it on, so I'll literally just have to bung it on the front, but it should look all right. So we'll reverse, and it's not working. Oh, it is. It just needs a bit of a warm-up. That Loco is literally entirely metal apart from the tender chassis. So it just needs a little bit of a push. Oh, an Inset Flying Scotsman going. I might as well set them off going at the same time. Hopefully the coupling is all right, because there isn't a hook on the back of that one, because it's the funny European ones. Hopefully the Pullman's hook will stay connected. I hope it does anyway. Kurt says he's got a Gauge Master control, the Model D. Is the Model D the 2-track controller? I believe it is, because I know the Model Q's the 4-track one that Sam's Trains has got. I believe it's the 2-track one, isn't it? The good controllers, they've got a lifetime warranty as well. You might think, you know, £200 for a 4-track control is expensive, but Gauge Masters make proper controls and lifetime warranty. So we'll set the trains off going. No match is that train for the 03.10. It's got traction tyres and it's entirely metal, so it should have no problems. And there goes Scotsman. 2-track, yeah, I thought it was. I'd have gone for the Gauge Master controls, but I need 6 different controllers, so that'd have got expensive, you know. £65 times 3 is £195, and that's how much the 4-track one is. So even if I'd have bought, you know, 3 2-track ones to get 6, then it wouldn't have been worth it. So I've got homemade one, the safety minor, the 900 power control, the 2 circuit controls, and then that one that has the thermal cutout problem. It's all right for me. I don't mind a mixed bag of controllers. They work, so it doesn't matter. Right. Because we were talking trains and because I was swapping trains over. Sorry, everyone. We didn't get a chance to reveal the winners of the Christmas joke competition. And I can say, Scooby, your joke was absolutely brilliant, and you have won the Highbrook Model Railway Christmas joke competition. Scooby's joke, just as a reminder, was Santa was delivering a sleigh load of tortoises to local children when it got stuck on a level crossing. Unfortunately, a trainload of terrapins crashed into it. It was turtle carnage. Absolutely love that, Scooby. Thank you very much. That is, well, let's face it, it's 100 times better than them Christmas jokes you get out of crackers. So, very well done there. Cracking joke. If you'd like to post the link to your YouTube channel into the chat, then what I will do is I will shout you out to everyone. We've got 13 minutes before our next Christmas activity. And while we're waiting for that, I will give you a quick update on my locomotives. So, loco update. This, by the way, Kurt, if you're wondering, this loco update does not include the revealing of my brand new engine, the one I won on the Hornby Advent Calendar competition. More info on that later. So it's just a general loco update, and I'll do the big reveal later. So, all engines, let me just check I'm making the correct statement. So every single engine I own now is serviced up and fully working, apart from the old Triang 040. Let me get it in shot, which is this one here, the old Triang 040. That one doesn't work because of flipping heck. This has not gone well. It's knocked my tender over from a tornado. Apart from the Triang 040 that I've just showed you, because it's got a degraded wheel isolator. However, I do have another Triang 040 chassis that needs cleaning up with like a wire brush in a drill or something like that, because it's really rusty. So if I want to get that 040 working, to have all three 040s back up and working, I will need either another set of wheels, which I don't really want to have to do, or I'll just clean up the old chassis, buy the little pickups for it, and then swap everything over from that chassis, the one that isn't working, over to the chassis that I'll clean up, including the motor and the body, because the blue body that's on the other one looks hideous. So yeah, so that will need sorting out if I decide to sort it out in the distant future, though. That's not priority at the moment. Golden Eagle is also out of action. Remember a few weeks ago, many weeks ago actually, I figured out the reason. So many weeks ago, I talked about what she was really, lumpy running, jittery, not running properly. I finally took her apart the other week and found out that reason when I came to service her. The motor drive axle has snapped in two on the motor in the tender, so it was literally just rattling about. It wasn't providing drive to the track, it wasn't picking up power. So this requires replacement. So whole axle had snapped on the drive axle. It's not even on a non-driven one that I can just bodge another one into, or buy a black one. It needs to be a green one really to make it look proper. So that's an axle has snapped into the drive axle on the motor, so it does require replacement. However, this could prove to be very, very difficult and very expensive. It either means buying a whole new A4 tender chassis. Ignore that person who has just put that message in the chat. That is a scam link. If you click on that, I wouldn't do that. Do not click that link that Jessie Tilly has just put in the chat. If you click on that, the possibility of your account getting hacked. Do not click that link. I've just put her in timeout just to keep her shut up while I can block her, because I'm not having that. No, it is in the tender, Kurt. Drive axle in the tender. The Virgin HST, just while I block this idiot who's spamming hack links into my chat, I'm not having that. The Virgin HST, which I recently got and I was talking about, that I got from a bloke for 25 quid, and that has been fully serviced up. It's been fitted out with directional lighting, new modern directional white and red headlights and tail lights. So yeah, I fully fitted that out. Let me just block this user. Right, I've reported that. Right, that's us taken care of. We can go back to talking about what I'm talking about. So that Virgin HST has been fully serviced up, fully run, fitted out with directional lighting, and has been given to my grandma to wrap up for Christmas. So she's got that now. So wrapping it up for me and giving it to me for Christmas. I am getting another loco for Christmas. No, that is not the Virgin HST. No, that is not the engine I have just got for the Hornby Advent Calendar competition. It is a completely different engine. All I will tell you is that the engine I'm getting for Christmas is a steam engine. It is a steam engine. I'm not giving you any more clues than that. It is a steam engine. I know what engine it is because I chose it, but I'm not going to tell you what that engine is for a bit of suspense and surprise for next year. Fortunately, no Kurt's at my grandma's. Plus, as I said, if I were doing my stream 2 weeks ago when I still had the HST, A, it wouldn't have been ready, and B, I don't want to spoil my Christmas present. Just as, even though I know I've taken it apart and make sure it works, because, well, nobody else really knows how model train works in my family. Yeah, they might have been able to sort it, but I really understood it, so I've spoilt it enough by taking it apart and fixing it and running it to test it, but I haven't run it in. I've avoided doing that, but I just don't want to, even if I had it, I wouldn't want to ruin it any more than I already have by literally just dismantling it. An 8MT? No. It's not a 4MT either, before you ask that. It's not a standard class 4 with tender. It's not an 8MT, it's not a 4MT. Before you ask that question. It's not a 9F, it's not Golden Eagle, it's not Flying Scotsman. I'm basically just telling you it's not already the engines that I've already got there. That's exactly what you should do if a comment like that comes up. That's impossible, Kurt. Well, anything's possible. No, it's not a Black 5. I haven't seen it in StreamYard. I've banned them, timed them out, removed them, reported them. They shouldn't keep coming back. How are they coming back? I've literally blocked her. Thank you very much, mate. This is exactly why I keep moderators just in case. We had some idiot come onto the stream other week and say trains are stupid, and my response and everyone else's response was, if trains are stupid, then why are you watching a stream dedicated to trains? But that's exactly why we have moderators, just in case. I'll see what I can do. Let's have a look. Is it the same woman? Well, it's not even a woman if it's a bot, is it? How are they still here? Participants, Jessie Tilley. Yeah, I know they have a lot, Evan. How? I've hidden the user. I'll quickly check. Right, thank you, moderators, for staying on top of that. I will go into my settings now and see what I can do about it. Hang on, my brother's just come up the loft. What did you say, Ben? Maybe, but also no. Is Grandma gone yet? Have you got stream on? Yeah. You enjoying it? Alright. I might do, but I don't know, Ben. My moderators are onto it, thank you very much. So, I'm getting it sorted. You what? No, it's mine. It only does it every now and again, there's that purple camera, Ben. I'm talking to my brother, by the way. Yeah, she's a hidden user. Yeah, she's coming up as a hidden user. Comments and live chat messages from these users won't show up. It may take several days to remove existing comments and live chat messages. Okay, that's not very good, is it? Thank you, moderators. Just keep on top of that for me, Jaden, Kurt, and Pete, will you please? Because I can't really do much from StreamYard, unfortunately. I do apologise, Pete. I thought I'd said hello to you, and I've only just realised as I read your message. Do apologise for not saying hello. Seriously do apologise, although, as you know, it's just been a bit hectic. Extremely sorry, Pete, that I didn't say hello earlier. Yeah, very sorry. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Thank you very, very much for joining. Nice to see you back on the stream again. Thank you very much for taking the time to join. Apologies again for not remembering to say thank you for joining. I knew you were here, I just completely forgot, if I'm honest. Oh, 3.10's doing all right. Right, we're coming on to... Oh, wait, hang on. I thought I'd done all my activities, but it turns out we hadn't. I've missed one out. So I'll do it now. We're 18 minutes late, or I've scheduled to do an activity every 20 minutes, but obviously we've just had a bit of a hectic moment. So the next Christmas competition for my live stream is a word search. So I will share my screen with you now. So, word search. So all words on this word search are related to trains, model trains, railways, and Christmas. As you will see shortly when I put it on the screen, I even managed to find a site that would let me create a word search in the shape of a train. So it's a train-shaped word search on a Christmas model railway special. Words on this word search will be in any orientation, diagonal, backwards, back to front, up, down, etc. Whoever finds and posts the names of all 25 things into the live chat first will receive a shout out. It doesn't matter if you find more than 25 words, as some of the randomly generated letters may form other words, but you have to have all 25 words correct that I entered into the word search. Find as many as you can if you want to be sure that you haven't missed any of my words out. And here is... if I can actually get it on. Give me a moment. Before I do that, Pete says it's okay. Thank you very much. Farming Fans Trains has got to go. Thank you very much for joining Farming Fans Trains. Been very nice to have you here. Thank you for participating in my Christmas activities. Thank you very much for joining. Hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Right, I'll quickly open this because I've been a complete moron and not put it on. Xmas special. Word search. We don't want word search answers. Minimize, share screen, window. I'll have to share entire screen. If I open that, let's try it that way. Share. No, that's video file. Share screen. Window. Xmas special. Here we go. Is this working? Can't tell. All right, I don't think it's having it. Let's try it this way instead. So here is the Christmas word search. 25 words to find. First person to post all 25 correct words in the chat gets a shout out. Share screen, entire screen. You may get a bit of a glitch effect there, apologies. It should be fixed now. Wordsearch.png. There we go, everyone. There is the word search. 25 words to find. First person to post all 25 correct words into the live chat receives a shout out. Scooby, I will do your shout out later if it'll work. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to you, so I'll be able to go through my subscriptions. Trains are still showing on the left. But there is the word search. I can't actually see your comments at the moment. I'll have to read them off one of the phones. Curtie's not going. On the main line is still doing that. Thank you very much, mate. Changing onto his computer. Yeah, I have a Chromebook. It was the worst £200 I've ever spent. The amount of things that I've had to do on my mum's Windows computer instead of on my own flipping laptop, because it's not a Windows laptop, is unbelievable. I mean, I just wished I'd have spent £50 or £100 more and got a proper Windows laptop. Waste of time for me, unfortunately. Especially because I do design and technology and I have to use Google SketchUp for CAD/CAM designs. Oreo, anyone? I know, Kurt. I've just said it was bad. Worst mistake you ever made, probably. Yeah, they're alright. Some things that annoy me on Windows computers that are a feature on Chromebook but not on Windows. But overall, don't recommend them. There is 25. If nobody gets all 25, then it's whoever's got the most correct words. Remember, they can be diagonal, back to front, up, down, in a row or a column. Okay, Kurt, I'll see if I can join that later. Right. While you lot do the word search, I'm going to pop downstairs to get my slippers because it's getting cold in this loft. I'm going to pop downstairs to get my slippers and I'm going to have a lavatory break. Watch the trains for me, people. I know you won't be able to do anything for me. But I shall just pop downstairs for a minute or two just to sort myself out because we are going on for a bit longer than normal. So carry on with the word search. Moderation, if you could make sure that woman doesn't come back again. I'm just going to pop downstairs quickly just to sort myself out. And then I will be back up shortly. So keep an eye on the trains. Right, folks, I'm back. Don't even know if you can hear me. I've dinner. Oh, blast. I've just dropped my slipper. Give me a minute. Another minute. I've just nearly fallen down flipping ladder. Foot slipped. Note to self. Carry your slippers up the ladder, you fool. Anyway, none of the trains have come off. I've sorted myself out, got my slippers on. Said bye to my grandma and granddad. Because they will be leaving shortly. Oh my god, we've got another bot in the chat again. This is not good. Lock user. Right, how many words has everyone got? I'm going to have to move on from the word search now. So if you could all post how many words you have in the live chat now. Everyone post how many words. Post, the names of all the words that you've managed to find in the live chat now. I'll give you another minute to do that, and then I've got to sort this bot problem out. Another Oreo, anyone? $30 left to get your words in the chat. Try not to cheat by leaving it until the last moment. Seems to be because I've got 8 people in this stream, which I've never had for this length of time before. Thank you all very much again for that. We hit my record earlier as well. We got 9. Okay, folks, that's your time for the word search. Right, word search done. Nah, I knew he went upstairs because my grandparents and my brother are watching my stream downstairs on big telly. Okay, Evan Terry went. That's absolutely fine to get some late lunch. Interesting. So people have only found 2. So I think Scooby got 4, I think. Scooby got 4, so Scooby, you've got 4 words. Very good. So Scooby, that's 2 shout-outs for you. I'll see if I can get it on now, actually. No point doing it twice, though. I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed. Right, here we go, Scooby. This is your shout-out. I think you've won. And this is your shout-out for the best Christmas joke as well. Well done, you've won 2 Christmas activities. Here we go. I'll just wait for it to catch up. So Scooby's channel is it's a bit like Atomic Shrimp. I've mentioned him before. He's the bloke who I got the inspiration for the music off for my intro. So like a lot of people, Scooby's channel is a very mixed channel, which is absolutely fine. You post whatever you're flipping well like onto it. So if I go onto videos, actually, Scooby's channel I've shouted out before. Mixed channel, so everyone's got something to watch. I don't know why it's spazzing out like that. So he has various videos. So he's got various sort of war simulators. He's got Minecraft. He's got short clips. He's got a news report, car fire on my street. Interesting. I'll have to have a look at that. So he's got, you know, real trains. He's got older, which is really interesting. The older style trains are really nice when you get them running properly. He's got real trains. He's got older trains. He's got sort of like war simulator games. Stuff like that. He's got all sorts of really good videos. He's got Minecraft videos. Particularly liked his Minecraft Class 37 video. I really enjoyed that. This one here. And there is a really wide range of videos for you to enjoy. I think he's on 36 subscribers or 36 videos. So really great channel is Scooby2142. Check it out for the trains. I check it out for the trains. I don't watch anything else really. But check it out for the trains and the stuff like this. I really like that video, and I also like the triangle trains running. So there you are, Scooby. There's your shout out for winning the... Excuse me. There's your shout out for winning the word search, and there is your shout out for winning the joke competition. You're welcome, Scoob. More than happy to help people along. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't let you post URLs. So if you want... in fact, no, that won't work either. No, unfortunately, I can't really do that because YouTube blocks URLs. On the main line, timed the bot out. Thank you very much. Right, so it's time for our next Christmas activity, and it is a Q&A. So, ask me any questions. You can ask me questions about trains, favourite trains. You know, you can ask questions about life in general, stuff like that. Or you can ask me questions about life in general. Please, no personal questions. What I mean by life in general is you can ask, what do you want to do as a job when you get older? You know, stuff like that. Don't ask me my full name. Don't ask me how old I am. Don't ask me where I live, that sort of stuff. Ask me questions to do with trains. Ask me questions to do with YouTube. Ask me questions to do with stuff like, what do you want to do in real life as a job? So, it is Q&A time. Ask me questions. Any questions whatsoever, as long as they are not personal questions. I think is that Pete? I think actually moderators can post links. So if somebody wants to find Joshua's Trains channel, or just search him up actually, just search Joshua's Trains. Evan Terry, first question. Thank you very much. What is my favourite lesson at school? It is resistant materials, which is basically woodworking, but there is the opportunity to do wood, metal and plastics, even though I stick to wood because it's easiest to work with and it's more fun. So DT definitely, probably followed by physics. Physics when we're doing electricity. So DT definitely, love using all the machines and stuff like that. And then second favourite is probably physics when we're doing electricity, electronics, things like that. Kurt, you have asked, what's your dream loco to get? Well, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm going to say here. It is the standard class 4MT, the 460, not the tender ending. Not the tank ending version. The tender ending tender engine version, not the tank engine version. Right. I'll Google a picture. Bit of an obscure loco, but hey ho, doesn't matter. Nobody said you can't like obscure things. Can I share my tab? I'll show you a quick picture. Share screen, Chrome tab, standard 4MT, boom. There, that one. I think my favourite engine in general, before anyone asks, is the Green Knight, I think it's called. I think it's one of the only named 4MTs. $75029 is my favourite steam engine, or one of. I made a video about it a while ago. But any 4MT I like in general. No, Kurt, it's a standard 4MT. It's not an Highbrook class. I did indeed, Scooby, but about 4 months ago, between 4 to 6 months ago, I can't remember. I got rid of all my old videos because obviously my voice has got deeper, my layout's a lot better. Didn't really make sense to keep my crappy, not very good videos that I had in the spare bedroom or in my room. I wanted to start afresh from when we were up the loft. So I used to have a video like that. Yes, I did. But I am remaking some of my old videos, or hopefully all of my old videos by the end of next year, just to make it better. I've got better at using tools like that since last year when I pretty much first got my multimeter at that point. What's next for the layout? Static grass, more ballasting. Hills. What's your favourite currently in service EMU? The 465, I think. Do you want a picture of that as well? Because it's sort of got like a networker turbo, the 165 and 166. It kind of looks like the front of them, which I do enjoy. But also the traction motor sound, the motors, because it runs off third rail, it's not like 25,000 volt overhead catenary, where it draws very little current but high voltage directly from the overhead line anyway, before it's converted on the train. Because it's 750 volts DC, uses a lot of current, because obviously if you raise the voltage, then the current has to drop. Otherwise, you'd end up with like infinite amounts of power, which thermodynamics doesn't let you have. So, obviously, lower voltage, more current, higher voltage, less current. That's why they bump pylon transmission tower transmission line voltage to 400,000 volts, so the current's very low. And obviously it helps with overcoming wire resistance, thermal losses, all that stuff. I could rant on about days for it if you wanted, but this is my favourite EMU. I love the traction motor sound. In fact, I'm hoping to get the route with these in on Train Sim World eventually, because you have to buy the route and then you have to buy the add-on, but I'm going to try and get one of these in Train Sim World, because I really like them. Also, the northern ones, the 195 northern ones that are the equivalent. Is it the 195? 331. Because the modern, which I don't normally say I like, but the acceleration on them is unbelievable. Sadly, we don't have these round where I am. We only have the 195s, the non-electric powered ones, well, the diesel powered ones. I'll share screen again in case you don't know what they are. It's easy enough to Google. But these are the ones I like. Simply because the acceleration is unbelievable. If you just search on YouTube, class 331 acceleration, you'll see exactly what I mean. It's unbelievable how fast they accelerate. I did, Kurt. I'm moving on to that next. $66 or $67? $67. Both. Although 66 is I guess better in model form, because it's cheaper. In model form, 66. In real life, probably both, although maybe 66 because they're more common. Well, they're their only diesel freight engine around where I live. Right, I'll just check my agenda. One of the things I forgot to mention is that in this station area over here, switch camera. I'll get rid of the Q&A time banner now. You can put questions in from further on from this if you want, but I'm just going to move on to the other activity now. So this station area, as you know, these two lines were done with the ballast spreader. These two lines were done with the jug because that area was just awful with the ballast spreader. Didn't like it very much. And, you know, it was just awful. Just didn't work how I expected it to. My ballast size was completely correct for it said the ballast spreader could take. The lid kept jamming. It dispensed too much. It either dispensed too much, not enough. It were intermittent. It wasn't very good. So, you know, finally got round to chiseling all the excess ballast away on here because the ballast on here was actually... Flying Scotsman is slowing down a fair bit. Because the ballast on here was, you know, I'd done it so ballastly, or the ballast spreader had done it so badly, that the ballast was above the height of the running rail, so the wheels would whack on it as it were running past. This is on third and fourth radius lines. The wheels would whack on it, detail would whack on it. Some of the 08 sandpipes came off on there, so I had to bodge them back on. Well, not bodge, you can't tell they've been bodged, but I had to glue them back on. So I finally got round to sorting that out. Finally got round to chiseling all that ballast away, and so everything now runs on it properly. This used to bounce up and down like crazy. I'm sure you've seen it in streams before, but now it's as smooth as a smooth thing. Same with the 45. Scooby, you've mentioned before. Poor Manchester Regiment were ploughing its own furrow or ploughing its own ballast track on this track. Yeah, you were right, but thankfully I think I've fixed it now. If I get a new Class 66, what brand? If it's Bachmann and it's a Freightliner one or an AWS one and it's cheap, that one. Hornby, if not. Or maybe even Hatton's if they've got a nice one on. Somebody has a second-hand one. Right. I think, yeah, I've gone through that one. Q&A, we're done. Right, I think we're more or less back on track now. So, stop the trains. There we go. Stop the trains. Wow, this controller's getting quite warm. My fourth radius controller ain't warm. My second radius one ain't warm, but my third one is. Mind you, that's got a transformer in. Well, mind you, so is the second radius one, and so is the fourth radius one, but I think it must be less efficient. Can we get a near perfect stop? Yes, we can. That's good enough for me. Right, so Kurt, you've been probably waiting for this for the entire stream. Yes, if it's gone pixelated, Evan, that's because my Wi-Fi is just dipping a little bit at the moment. But, sorry, excuse me. What I will do now... What am I going to do now? I'm going to reveal my new locomotive. So, I will swap the trains over for here. So, I'll put my new locomotive on the fourth radius track, because I think it'll look nice with the two lit up Pullmans. So, I'll take my two trains off the there. I'll swap the 08 over as well, I think. Maybe, don't know, maybe. Actually, yes, I will. What I will do is I'll chuck the 9F on there, because the 08 isn't... Whoops. Hang on a minute, I think I've just broke something. Broke. Oh no, I haven't. I just caught the sprung buffers on, so they're pinged back quite violently. That's fine. So the 08 isn't actually strong enough to pull all the coal wagons and all of the present wagons, so I'm going to put the 9F on that line, just because I think it'll look nice. So switch to camera 2. we will back this one out. But Kurt, unfortunately, I'm going to put that train on last for suspense. Put your guesses in the comments to what you think my new engine is. Kurt, I don't want you to put your answer in, please. You probably already know what it is. You've probably been doing research. So have a guess. If you think, if you're almost 100% sure you know what my new engine is, then don't put your answer in the live chat. Or just put a fake one in if you want to join in for laugh. But if you want to have a guess at what you think my engine is, then pop it in the chat now. And I'll see what sort of engine you think I've won. Quite a long train is this. Right, let's back it in. Oh, you can't actually even see it. I keep forgetting. There we go. Back it in there. There we are. And actually, another thing I was going to mention in this stream is I've got a re-railer which I forgot to be using. I know when stuff just pops off like this, it's just easier to chuck it on like that. But obviously, I've been putting locomotives on by hand because I've forgot about the re-railer. But I keep forgetting that in my drawer I actually have a re-railer. It's in here. Here we are. There's my re-railer. I keep forgetting to use it, and it's such a useful tool. And I don't know why I didn't use it, because I've had it since I got the houses. I've had it since I got these, the single boxes up there, all that. I've had it for ages, And I just haven't been using it because I've either forgot or I don't know, I just couldn't be bothered to get out of the drawer, which is a bit stupid because you literally place your engine on. Place it on the track. It does work with ballasted track if you haven't ballasted it too heavily. You'll have to chisel some of it off if you've done it too much like I did. You literally just... Okay, well, that's not worked. Try again. Press down on the front to lower that bit on. Yeah. Sort of worked. Got majority of the wheels on anyway. Sort of. The 9F back coupling hook's come out again. But I'm going to be using that for future streams if it works well. Where is the 9F's coupling hook? I don't know where it is. Is it on the floor? I'm sick of that stupid thing coming out all the time. It's too dark for me to have a look anyway. I'll just have to manage without. It's probably on the floor somewhere. Let's have a look. It's not on here, is it? It's not up there. No, I don't think I can see it unless I come up this end. No, it's alright. I'll just have to find it. I'll find it later. It's not a problem. It will still work. Right, let's back the 9F up. It isn't a problem. I'll manage and find it later. Let's back the 9F up. Oh, that went well. I forgot the 9F literally cannot reverse. Bit of a silly engine. Ah, Scooby, have you said class 44 because you're thinking of Penny again? See, if I push the 9F, it's alright. Right, let's put the headboard. Let's actually put the headboard on the 9F now. Just for a bit of a change. I'll knock the tripod over. Headboard, is it on? Headboard is on. I'll keep Flying Scotsman there because I'm quite enjoying Flying Scotsman at the moment. However, it's time for the new engine reveal. I'll switch over to this camera so all the other trains aren't obscuring it. Wait, you've probably just seen my hand there. On the main line, Kurt says he thinks it's a class 37. On the main line, thinks it's a 47, 37 or 66. He thinks it might be a HST, another HST like a 125 or 225. Scooby, yes, I was right with the prediction there. Right, I'm going to put the loco on at the back of the layout, and then I will reverse... Wow, I actually put it on first time. And then I will reverse it round so you can see what it is. Are you ready? You ready, folks? I think this deserves a countdown for this engine, you know. Let's do a countdown. 5, Right, folks, engine revealing now. There we are. It's a Class 31 Floreat Salopia. Floreat Salopia. Don't know how you want to pronounce it. I'll spell it out to you, and you can probably pronounce it if you want to. You say how you'd say it in my live chat. It's spelled Floreat space Salopia. Floreat Salopia. It's in the civil engineers or Dutch livery or whatever you want to call it. It's been weathered by Neville Grove. If you want to read more about that, go watch the video. Hornby did it, and go and look on Hornby's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, etc. But it is a Class 31 called Floreat Salopia, or Floreat Salopia if you sort of miss out the A. I'll turn the lights off so you can see the lights on the engine a bit better. I don't know how you'd say it. I'm either going to say Floreat or Floreat, you know, like orate if you're in Yorkshire. Orate, mate. So I might say like Floreat Salopia or whatever. Doesn't really matter because people pronounce everything different. And I mean, some people with particular accents call Flying Scotsman, don't they? But doesn't really matter. It has got directional lighting. It's squeaking a bit because it still needs running in. Which is why it's squeaking. But it's absolutely fine. I will put a thank you video out next year. Now, the only reason why I'm putting it out next year is because I want to make sure the loco's fine. Because I don't want to put out a thank you video to Hornby at the end of this year saying, yeah, it's absolutely fine. And then over the Christmas period, it falls to bits and it explodes. And then I say, and then next year when I would have come to make the thankful video, I don't want to say, actually, I was, well, you know, if I'm going to make it now, I don't want to, you know, do it. And then, because I don't actually know if it's worked. I've only had it running for half an hour total. Needs a lot more running in time than that. So what I wanted to do is I don't want to now make a thank you video telling, you know, Hornby how, you know, it's wonderful and thank you for the opportunity. Obviously, thank you very much for the opportunity, Hornby. But the thing is, I just didn't want to do it in case something goes wrong with it. And then if I'd have made the thank you video this year and then over the Christmas break, you know, it'd have broken. And then, you know, next year I'd have actually come to say, oh, yeah, it's broken. People might have said, you know, you've done something with that, haven't you? But I haven't. So I'm going to wait until it's fully running, fully working before I do my thank you video, in case in the off chance it does, like, explode or something. Which I know it certainly won't, because Hornby are good quality models these days. Well, yeah, Class 31, directional lighting. So when it's going forwards on my layout, anti-clockwise, that way, you can't see, can you? Don't matter. Anti-clockwise is away from the camera on that line. Clockwise. What am I saying? Forwards is away from the camera. Backwards is closer to the camera in this instance. So going forwards has obviously the red tail lights there. And then it has these lights, but on that side when it's going forwards. So you can see tail light there, and then it has these lights here, but on the other side when it's going in this direction, if you know what I mean. So headlights on there, headlights there, tail lights on the back. Headlights there, tail lights on the back. Basically, whatever you're seeing on this side happens the same on the other side as well. And you know what I mean, don't you? It's directional headlighting, so this appears on the other side when it's going that way. But yeah, Class 31, absolutely love it. Lovely and quiet, smooth performer. So I'll make the thank you video next year. But we'll go and couple it up. Here we go. Joshua's Trains has to go. He says, got to go. Thank you very much for joining Joshua's Trains. Thank you very much for participating in all my events and that. Thank you very much for joining and watching the stream. Thank you for all your support. Good luck with your channel in 2022, and I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It is, Kurt, a Class 31 called Floreat Salopia. I'll show you the box if you want. It did come in a box, didn't pay a single penny. Well, I did pay money for it because you have to have access to the internet, which costs money, but technically I got it for free. I don't know what camera's best to show you. It's this one. That's what it is, Kurt. You'll see it as it goes round. It's a 6-axle bogie, 12 wheels total. 6-axle loco, 12 wheels total, not 6-axle bogie. There it is. Floriatsalopia, and it's got a nice little badge on the side, which you can't really see. I'll show it off to you in more detail next year. Won't fit in stupid box now. To bend the actual box to get it in. Right, so I will just say I've written a little bit of a script for it. So this loco has been won from Hornby's annual advent calendar competition. It is the Class 31 Floriatsalopia. The number is... I don't actually know. Oh, come on. Do I have to get the box out again? The number is 31147. 31147. Class 31, 31111. No. Class 31 Floriatsalopia. 31147. Crikey, that's a mouthful. Let me just put it back on onto the station cam. It's a fantastic model as far as I can tell. Obviously, I ain't making a thank you video yet because of reasons I've already mentioned. It's fantastic. It's well detailed. It's beautiful. It's incredibly realistic weathering from Neville Grove. He's got a YouTube channel. Go check him out. And I am extremely pleased and thankful to Hornby and Neville Grove in this instance for giving everyone the opportunity to win some great and fantastic prizes. Some of them are very expensive, like the pair of Princess Royals they gave away the other day, the Steam Locos. This was I value this at about £230. 197.95 on Hornby's website. Add weathering onto that from some, retailers. If you got the model centre to weather it for you, it probably cost you an extra 30 quid. So this locomotive is nearly £200 directly from Hornby, or £180 from the retailers. So by Hornby doing this advent calendar, it really gives a great opportunity for those who can't afford to spend loads on exquisite models to be able to get their hands on one for free. I didn't pay a single penny apart from my parents, paying, my parents paying for electricity and phone bill, etc. But you know what I mean, don't you? Effectively, you didn't pay a single penny, not even for postage. I am hoping to upgrade this Class 31 with a working roof fan. The older Class 31s from 2007, I believe they were under the Super Detail branding, had the working roof fans that were driven via a belt off one of the motor's flywheels that had a groove in, because these are a dual flywheeled motor. But the newer Class 31s, like mine, whose tooling was from 2018, I believe, still have a roof fan that you can actually spin around if you take the body off and ping it around with your finger. It's still able to rotate. Still has the grooves on the flywheel to accommodate the fan belt, but one of the pulleys is still on the bottom of the fan, but the pulleys, belt, and various parts required to transfer the rotating motion to the fan from the motor have been omitted and they're not there anymore. I really would like to upgrade the rotating roof fan to, rotate, and to upgrade this model is about £12 for all the bits. I mean, it's brass, so you've got to pay the weight of the metal, haven't you? So I guess £12 might seem a bit much, but then you get the belt and you get the new chassis, a new fan, the various brass flywheels that you need to transfer the rotation motion from, this way to this way, if you know what I mean. So it would really turn this model from an outstanding model to an absolutely top-notch, almost unbelievably amazing model. I'm now going to run this sizable passenger train with it to demonstrate its capabilities, and hopefully you'll be able to see its directional lighting too. Let's set it going. Floriatsalopia. The squeaking is from the Pullman coaches, I must say. Here goes the 9F. Hopefully. Oh, giddy ants. That's not gone well. Derailments. Coal everywhere. Tell you what, I'll set Flying Scotsman off and sort this one out. Wheel slip there. Realism for you. I might put container freight with it later, Jaden, if we've got time. Pull this forward. I think it's on a bit of... I don't know what happened there. Something must not have coupled properly. I think this munchkin over here is in the way. Don't know what's going on here. Is it a bent coupling? I think a coupling was crossed over. Oh, that's because the points are still set into the runaround loop. That's why. Flipping, eh? I'm not on the ball today. Well, not for this past 5 minutes. Let's try again. with the runaround loop actually closed off so the 9F doesn't derail. So we've got a mega train here. Well, 9F's derailed. It's alright. I must have not. Have I closed that one as well? Yeah, I have. Oh, I don't actually think I put the front wheel on at all. There we go. So there's the 9F. Let's get her going again. Camera's been purple all stream, mate. Well, it has for me at least. I don't know if it's showing up weird on yours or whatever. Oh, it might be because I turned these lights off. Hey, that makes it even more purple. There we go. But there is the 9F with her Christmas cracker. She's delivering the presents for the children and the coal for the adults to keep the house zesty warm. Speaking of zesty drinks, Diet Coke, anyone? Fast 31 is happily pulling that train. I'll slow the 9F down a bit because it's supposed to be a heavy train. Just realised the safety miner is getting a little bit warm now. Is this camera purple? Because on my end it's purple. And it was also purple when I went downstairs. And it was also purple earlier when I went to look at that woman who kept posting spam links. It's alright, I don't really care, to be honest. It's Christmas, I'm not bothered. I'm not sure anyone else is bothered. It just looks like we're at a rave. Doesn't matter, does it? How did I win the 31? You had to be subscribed to Hornby's channel and Neville Grove's channel. So you had to be subscribed to Neville Grove and Hornby Model Railways. And you had to put a comment on any one of Hornby's videos. Something's derailed. You had to put a comment on any one of Hornby's videos. So I, similar to what a lot of other people did, literally just put Merry Christmas to everyone at Hornby and have a Happy New Year. You can go and find my comment if you really want. So subscribe. You had to be subscribed to Hornby's channel and Neville Grove's channel. And you had to... Stuff's derailing. And you literally just had to put a comment on any one of Hornby's videos to be in with a chance of winning. Fortunately, me, out of 220 people on just one video, I was like, it was at least a 1 in 220 chance. There were 220 comments on one video. There's nothing to say that other people might have entered accidentally by just putting a comment on any other video in general. So it was at the very least a 1 in 220 chance. And I'm very, very pleased with it, if I'm honest. Hey. Put that bit of coal back. I think it might have derailed because the 31's coupling hook was a little bit bent to one side because it's on like a sprung thing. It's on like a spring, so like it springs from side to side. I don't think it were quite in properly. Should be now. I don't. No, that's coupled properly now. I think only one coupling hook were in before. Oh no, it's that coach as well. I'm incapable at re-railing stuff here. Go a bit slower. Just enough to light the coaches up. I've slowed the 9F right down. She's doing all right now. Flying Scotty's doing all right, as always. Right, so I was going to do another competition. You might have noticed, but especially over here, there's quite a lot of these little faces hidden. So I've like hidden little Santa faces like this round the layout. There's one on the back of this train here. If you look here. Look, you can see here, there's like a Rudolph there, there's a Santa there, there's a Rudolph on the back of that one. There's a little Christmas pudding there. There's one in here where the tinsel's fallen down that you can't really see. So I was actually going to do a competition with them little Christmas puddings that I've hidden, the Santa faces that I've hidden, and the reindeer that I've hidden. But I decided not to do that because A, this camera's got purple and there's loads hidden on here. B, it's a lot darker than I thought it would be, and C, we sort of run over a little bit because I was too busy trying to get rid of bots. But see if you can find them if you want. Just have a look out for little Santa faces. You can see one down there. It was going to be a competition to see who could find all of them first. But I've decided not to do that. You can still have a go at finding them if you really want. But I'm not going to do it as a competition just because it's a little bit too dark for that. This stupid 9F cannot keep its wheels on the track. Fixed. But if you want to have a go at finding them, you're more than welcome to do so. There is one on the arm of that snowman. I don't know if you can just see. Probably not. There's a Christmas pudding on the side of the Santa. And there's quite a few hidden, so. But it's time for the final activity. Final activity of my Christmas stream. And here is the link. Let me know if you see the link in the live chat. So it is a Christmas quiz. I don't think this 9F is happy for whatever reason. Let's take you off. So I've just put a link in the live chat. That is a link to a quiz. So, I'll tell you what, let's put the 03.10 on this wagon train. I quite like this train now I've actually got it running properly. So I've just put a link in the live chat. Technically this is a Pacific, even though it's a German engine, because it's a 462. And 8 wheels on the tender, which is not dissimilar to a lot of Grizzly's engines. So that link in the chat goes to a Christmas quiz. So your challenge is to answer all 10 questions as best as you can. Please, please, please don't cheat, even if you haven't got a monkeys about what the answer is. Please don't cheat by Googling the answers, as that does spoil the fun. The person or people with the most correct answers will get a shout out live on stream. Don't cheat by Googling the answers. And I will give a shout out to whoever, the person or people with the most correct amount of answers. So there is the last activity, a Christmas quiz. I'll get the form up so I can have a be looking at your answers. Have a be looking at your answers. What kind of English is that? It's not even Yorkshire. Hopefully the safety minder can handle the 03.10. It's on full wave, so it's got enough beams. Actually, I might have to go into Google Forms for that. I can't just go on the link like you lot can. So fill out that form. You don't have to if you don't want to, but you are in the win. You are in the chance of winning a shout out. So fill that form in and potentially get a shout out. You will, if you press at the end, if you press that purple button that says view score or whatever, you will be able to see what the correct answers were and a little bit of feedback on one or two of them. You'll be able to see that. However, I must say, do not share your score in the live chat. I shall reveal it live after you've all done it. So don't reveal your score. Don't tell anyone your score. Don't be emailing people about your score. Just do the quiz, and I'll be interested to see who gets the most. So there is the Christmas quiz. Just check I've got nothing else on my agenda. I think we've covered everything. Yeah, we have. Did I put the headboard? No, I've messed up. I didn't even put the headboard on. No. I haven't put the headboard on. Santa Special's still on. The Santa Special one is still on Flying Scotsman, which is fine. But I didn't put my Christmas cracker one on the Class 31. There, that's better. Set you off, matey. There we go. Scooby says done. Yeah, just let me know in the chat when you're done. Ben, if you're watching, my brother Ben, if you're watching, you could have a go as well. Oh wait, you haven't got your phone, have you? Because I've nicked it. But on the main line says done, feel I could have done better. 2 responses. This could be interesting. Oh, I hope I formatted this right. Did I ask people to put the names? I don't think I did I? I've messed up here. Right, everyone, I do apologise. I've messed up making the form again. Sincere apologies. I always do this. I always forget. I'm going to have to ask you to do it again, folks. I've completely forgot to add a very important question so I know who's answered the actual thing. I've massively nellied this up, folks. I do apologise. I've just completely nosed it up. Right. I'm really sorry, folks. Try and remember your answers. But there is the other link. Oh my God, there's another bot in the chat. Hang on a minute, folks. Block user. Did it put your email in? I don't think I turned collecting emails on, did I? No, I didn't put collect email addresses in. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, folks. Follow the link in the live chat. Lewis Cartwright, thank you very much for joining. It's nice to see you joining my second Christmas special because the one 2 Saturdays ago didn't go very well. Thank you very much indeed for joining. Nice to see you here on my second Christmas special. I must say thank you very much for sticking with my other one 2 Saturdays ago, or 2 weeks ago, Lewis. It was nice to see that I at least had one person join, even though it was my fault for scheduling it on the wrong day. I must say this one today has gone much, much better. I know, mate, I'm going to have to add some filtering. I'm going to have to work up some filtering system for blocking words. Atomic Shrimp recently made a video about, you can add these words to your filter section on your chat that I've, managed to come up with and create, and I'll keep updating this list. But Atomic Shrimp, if you Google Atomic Shrimp and find his latest video about YouTube spam bots or whatever, then in his description he's put like a text thing that you can add to your list of blocked words to block things like that. I was actually going to do it a couple of days ago, so I thought, if this Christmas stream turns out to be popular, which indeed it was, then I best do this. But I completely forgot about it and only remembered it when that first bot came. But thankfully they haven't been too disruptive today. I'll definitely sort this out for next year. Okay, folks. We're just waiting on a couple more responses. I shall post the link again. If you want to participate in my Christmas quiz, follow that link there, and you'll be in the chance of winning a shout out. I'll give you a couple of minutes to do that. Trains are behaving now. That's very good. Flying Scotsman has definitely been one of my favourite trains today. If you wondered why I was grabbing hold of not grabbing hold, but just touching my fingers around the body of Flying Scotsman, it was simply because I wanted to see how warm the motor had got. Because obviously if it's really warm, it'll dissipate heat. The reason why I was doing it, I'll demonstrate as it comes round now. Let me know when you're done with that quiz, by the way. If you're wondering why I was sort of doing this, I was just feeling how warm it was. Because any heat from the motor, if it's significant, will dissipate to the plastic. I just wanted to see how warm it was, seeing it was an old and probably less efficient motor. Same as I'll do with this one here. Yeah, this one ain't too warm. Although I have added foam in there to keep it, you know, quiet. So, I don't know. It'll be alright. Right then, I think we've got... is anyone else going to put their answers into the Christmas quiz? I'll post the link one more time. Please don't Google the answers. Just kind of spoils the fun. I must say, by the way, because on that quiz there is a question about subscriber counts. 250 subscriber special is coming next year, and I think you'll like it. It's another sort of competition, like a lot of what I've been doing today, actually. So that's coming next year, because I thought there's no point ramming it into an emergency video at the end of this year when, honestly, I've gone past my video making stage for this year. I don't think we're getting any more responses, folks. So I think, unless somebody's filling out the form as we speak, if you're filling out the form as I'm speaking now, then just put a message in live chat telling me to wait. I'll give you about a minute for that. So if you're still filling out the form, don't worry. Just let me know in the live chat, and I'll wait for you for a couple more minutes before posting the answers or seeing who's done best. Otherwise, I will simply just announce the winner. You're welcome, Jaden, by the way. I did make it hard on purpose. Evan Terrier has done. Very nice, mate. One camera is going to go offline for a minute. Oh, I know it's not. Doesn't matter. Evan Terry's done. I think everyone's done. We aren't getting any more responses than that, so I will turn off accepting responses. I will bring the trains to a stop, and I will announce the winner. Let's see if we can get a perfect stop. I'll leave Flying Scotsman to go round because I can't be turning 3 controller knobs at once. No, the 31 stopped then. I'll let that go around once more. I can get rid of this banner now. There we go. Right, Scotty's coming to stop next. So 03.10 has successfully delivered its parcel train, and it's parcels for the children and the adults and all the people who obviously believe and celebrate and get Christmas presents. So, yeah. A little bit of a crawl there into the station. There we are. So, perfect stop. 03.10 with unnamed train has delivered the presents for Christmas. It's delivered the coal train for people's fires. The Santa Special on the 3rd Radius line has given its passengers a wonderful rail tour out on the main line. And same over here. The Class 31 Floriat Salopia, my brand new engine, has given the train a wonderful new run out under the Christmas Cracker rail tour. I know, Evan, it's gone quick, hasn't it? 2 hours seemed like a long time, but I thought it was worth it. But yeah, the 2 rail tours have been very successful today, and of course we've done a lot of coal delivering and present delivering. So we will see who has won the most. So if you just give me a moment to... here we go. If we give me a moment just to have a look at the results. Somebody has done well, 6 out of 10. Six out of 10, that's very good. Somebody has got 6 out of 10. Person 2 has got 8 out of 10. Very impressive. That what locomotive is this is a very tricky question, I must say. Person 3 has got 7 out of 10. Very interesting. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, that study this image for the next question. That is a difficult one. I must admit. There we are. Right. So I can say when I share my screen, Lewis Cartwright, I answered the quiz. I think you answered it a bit too late. I think I turned off accepting responses. I don't think I got it because I said if you were answering the quiz, let me know. And I gave you a couple of minutes. I think you've just missed out, unfortunately. How many did you get, by the way? How many did you get, Lewis? Can you remember how many you got? You can put it in the chat. On the main line has got to go. He says, see you later, mate. Stay safe. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thanks for the stream. Very enjoyable. Thank you to you, Jaden, on the main line. Thank you very much for joining this Christmas stream. I do hope that you enjoyed it and that you got, hope you enjoyed the Christmas activities and the Christmas festivities with, my decorated layout and especially the rave camera over on camera 3. Thank you very much for joining. I do hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Same to you and all your family as well. And thank you for being a moderator today and for the rest of this year as well. I must say, we did need the moderators today, didn't we? So, yeah. Lewis, can you remember how many points you got? Otherwise, I am going to have to start closing off now because I've pretty much run over my allocated time. So if you can't remember how many points you got, it doesn't matter. There'll be plenty of opportunities. I'll start adding in little quizzes to live streams next year as well. I'll just give you 30 seconds for that. So, Scooby. Actually, no, I won't do that. I'll just give it 30 seconds. Right. I don't think Lewis can remember how many he put in, so it's fine. I just turned off accepting responses because I didn't want a flood of bots because we've had a problem with that today. But anyway, Lewis, thank you very much for participating in the quiz anyway. That's not an actual problem. However, I can say that in third place is Scooby2142. So well done, Scooby, on that. You had 6 out of 10. That's a really good score, is that? There were some very difficult questions. My YouTube channel was, of course, May 16th, 2020. World's first diesel locomotive was 1912. That class of locomotive is a 27, kind of looks like a 33, kind of looks like a 24. Purposely picked a photo that didn't show you the number in case that gave it away. So that was a difficult question, and it kind of looks like all 4 of them locos, which is why I put it in. All other questions correct. Class 37 locomotive is known as a tractor or an English electric type 3. I was tempted to put Passat. I was intending to put Passat in for that one because, that's what I call them on my channel because I sound like my grandma and granddad's car. Subscribers I had at the end of 2020 was 54, would you believe? So I've gained over 100 this year and we're at 262 now, so we are ticking along quite nicely. So Scooby, you came third place with 6 out of 10. Jaden, who was unfortunately just have to leave, but that's absolutely fine. Jaden got 7 out of 10, getting most questions correct. I'm pleased he got the Mallard question right. I think he'd have been annoyed if he didn't get that one right. So 126 miles per hour indeed. He put to class 24 for that study the image for the next question. I can completely understand that. He put class 27. So, bit of a trick question. Who built the first ever steam locomotive? On the main line answered Robert Louis Stevenson. That is in fact incorrect. He built one of the first, the most recognised first steam locomotive, but the first steam locomotive was actually Locomotion by Richard Trevithick. And how many subscribers did I have at the end of 2020? Answer with a number. He got very, very close at 56. Only 2 away, but unfortunately not the answer I was looking for. So, in first place, I'm sure you did well, but the answer hasn't come through because I turned off accepting responses. So, I'm sorry. Sorry about that, Lewis, but thank you very much for participating anyway. In first place is indeed Evan Terry. So, well done, Evan Terry. You got a whopping 8 out of 10 points. The only questions you got wrong were the class of locomotive question. I think everyone fell down on that question, more or less. You answered a class 33. The correct answer was a class 27. I can see why you put 33. It's very, very similar. You got 8 out of 10. That's absolutely brilliant. You got the class 37 question right. That's very good. And you were 100, were you 96 off, I think? Yeah, you were 96 off, which is not too bad. You answered 150 for how many subscribers did I have at the end of 2020. You answered 54. That's absolutely fine. So, Evan Terry, you're getting a quick shout out now, just before I end the stream. Spam bot again. I really do need to add that filter in. I've blocked them. I need to add that. I'm going to add that as soon as I finish this stream. I'm going to add that filter in. So what I will do, Evan Terry, I'll give you a quick shout out, and then unfortunately I'm going to have to say goodbye for 2021. However, after this, I will make a quick video just saying that I am leaving for 2021 in case people who watch my channel couldn't make the stream. So, Evan, give me a moment, and I will get your channel up. Okie dokie, Evan, I'm pretty much ready. What locomotive is nicknamed Growler? Can't remember, I made the quiz ages ago. Growler locomotive. Oh, I've messed up on that question. It turns out a Growler was actually a Class 37. Apologies for that as well. I didn't realise that. I thought it was a... I meant, did I put that? Yeah, sorry about that, everyone. I screwed up on that one as well. But most people still... I don't think anyone answered Growler. I can't remember. But apologies to anyone who got screwed over by that. I don't think it was enough to equal 8 anyway. Where's Evan Terry's channel? I like train. No, it's not I like trains. It's a train too far, isn't it? Yes, it's there. Found it. Sorry about that, everyone. My fault. I clearly didn't do my research properly. Probably making that late at night. It's all right, Scooby. Apologies. So you actually got 7 then, didn't you? So that's it's good. It's good, is that? It's just a little bit less than 3/4, isn't it? So it's not too bad. So, Evan Terry, here's your quick shout out before I unfortunately have to end the stream. Train too far. Here we go. So this is Evan Terry's channel. I shall wait for it to load, if you will, please. Doodly-doo-doo. Doodly-doo-doo. Doodly-doo-doo-doo. Right, so here is a train too far. This is Evan Terry's channel. He only needs 12 subscribers to hit his first 100. So if any of you watching stream fancy a look at Evan Terry's channel after I've done this quick little shout out, then go and check him out. I'm sure it'd absolutely make his day to get to 100 before 2022. Recently got 10,000 views, so that's a massive achievement. So he does lots of different videos. So he has his model railway he does with his friend. He's got simulators on Roblox. I quite like his Roblox videos. Somewhere Wales, I really enjoy that they're there. And he's done a lot of videos based on trains and also visiting various places. He's visited Amberley Museum. He does like roleplay and trains on Roblox. He does reviews, quite a lot of reviews, running sessions, model making, you know, things on Roblox, things on games, on his PC. And he does lots of different reviews, lots of different running sessions, shows off other people's railways, such as his granddad. And it really is a good channel. He's got a really nice selection of engines, and his layout's coming on really nicely as well. Oliver, his friend, I like it when he appears as well. And I am, you know, I enjoy watching Evan's channel. And that's his description there. 15,000 views. So that is really, really good. He's on 89 subscribers now, thanks to, well, I guess the shout out. But he is, oh no, 88, 89. That went weird. About says 89, but on videos says 88. Look, 88. 89. Anyway, I presume he's on 89 because the about section's where the data for the views is. So that is Evan Terry's channel. Thank you very much, Evan, for participating in the Christmas quiz, and you certainly were the winner of the Christmas quiz. So, unfortunately, everyone, that is the end of Highbrook and Model Railway's annual Christmas stream. Absolutely brilliant stream today. I'm so glad I decided to do it again, because when I figured out that, when I realised that only one person 2 Saturdays ago joined my stream, I was a bit disappointed, a bit annoyed with myself that I'd scheduled it at such a stupid time after I'd realised it was a stupid time. But thank you very much, everyone, for joining. We've had 6 or 7 people joining throughout the entire stream today. And we've had 9 at maximum for pretty much an hour. We had 9 for, I think. So we've done flipping brilliant today, I must say. And I'm really, I've really enjoyed doing this stream. It's been definitely one of my favourite pieces of content to make this year. I did make that video a while ago, though, about my favourite bits of content to make, I do believe. So I'll switch over to the Christmassy side of the layout for a bit. Thank you, everyone, ever so much for joining this year's Christmas special. It really has meant a lot to me that all of you have managed to make it today and stay right up until the end of the stream, especially because it's been a massive improvement to what were 2 Saturdays ago, like I keep mentioning. So I hope that you enjoyed all of the many festive activities that we have completed during this year's Christmas special, and I hope that you got some good fun out of doing them. Well done indeed to all the people who have emerged winners from these challenges and competitions today, and thus have received shout-outs. And thank you to everyone who has participated in my Christmas and festive activities. Thanks to all participants for playing along. This has, without doubt, been one of my most favourite pieces of content to make and produce for this channel this year. Live stream or not, video or not, YouTube Shorts or not, my most favourite piece of content has probably been this year, and it probably will continue to be this every year. And thank you all very much for coming along. My Christmas break will be from today to late January, well, very late January or early February, maybe even mid-February, depending on how long it takes to make the first video of 2022, which will be the Muddy Mess of Model Railways Today documentary that I know all of you are eagerly awaiting and excited for. So I shall crack on with making that, as well as rewiring the layout and adding my new controllers in. I'll be doing that over the Christmas festive period. Around about 5:30 or as soon as I end the stream, basically, I will be making a short video, and I will be posting that hopefully around 5:30, explaining the duration of my Christmas break for those who want a reminder, or those who couldn't make the stream. Do feel free to leave your parting comments for 2021 under that video if you do so wish. I must say, though, I have decided, I know I always say that this will be the last video unless there is a Christmas special, unless there's a Christmas special rail tour around my area. But I've decided not to do that this year because I've moved the dates forward to fit in the Christmas stream even more than I really wanted to. So I will just post any train spotting, whether it be Christmas rail tour, whether it be normal rail tour. If I see any trains before the Muddy Mess of Model Railways Today, if I see any of them before, my Muddy Mess of Model Railways Today video, I will post them before as a filler, just before that documentary video, just in case it's taking a long time and it'll actually be March by the time I finish it or whatever. So I'll use train spotting videos if I have any, because I've got one that I filmed the other day that I might pop in just before the Muddy Mess of Model Railways Today. Thank you all ever so much for all of your support shown and given to my little channel. It really does mean a lot, and I am absolutely overwhelmed with the results of how far we have come this year. So, to close off my last proper piece of content for 2021, apart from the 2-minute explainer video that's coming in about 10 minutes, I would like to say thank you all again ever so much for a wonderful 2021, and I hope we can all work together to make my channel, and of course each other's channel, an even better 2022. I'd like to say a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year to all of you, and all of your families and all of your friends, and I will see you on the other side of 2021. Thank you ever so much once again for joining me for this Christmas live stream. It really has meant a lot, and I'm glad to see that you could turn up. Thank you especially to my moderators whose work unfortunately was required today. I'm not saying unfortunately because my moderators aren't bad. I'm saying unfortunately we have had as stream spoiled for just a couple of seconds every now and again because of the stupid bots. But don't worry, I will add my filtering in for next year. I'll go on to Atomic Shrimp's video. That's gone badly. I will credit Atomic Shrimp and get that filtering in place. Anyway, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year once again to all of you, and I hope you enjoy your Christmas break over the festive season. I certainly know I will. So, for the last time in 2021, apart from the video that's coming in 10 minutes. Take care, and I will see you all again in 2022. Okay, I think we've lagged for a bit there. Shall I try that again? Oh, come on. Work with me. Shall we try that again? that outro video did not work. I certainly know I will enjoy the Christmas festive season. So take care, and I will see you all again in 2022. Thank you.